Hey guys, Dijon here from Trend Watchers, and today I got an awesome video prepared for you guys titled Reaching Perfection. Now you're probably like, oh, that title is kind of boring, but like this title is like really important, especially when it comes to like just doing things in general, and you're like, you want it to be perfect, but you're kind of insecure about other people judging you about it, and always that constant thought of like, I can always do better. If you kind of struggle with those things, this video is especially for you. I'm gonna give you kind of like my two strategies, like really good strategies for really combating just like that perfectionism syndrome. I like to say. I don't know if that's the real thing or not. But yeah, before we hop into the video, just make sure you leave a like and subscribe and watch this video all the way through. Like I said, like, I'm gonna drop like a whole bunch of gold nuggets in here, and yeah, let's hop right into it. So I got my paper plate right here of all my notes as usual. That's kind of like my little tradition with these videos right here. But yeah, the first thing I want to start off is kind of like with my kind of share like a story from Instagram, not from like a page I saw, but like literally like a story like from me like making a post on my Instagram page. So back when I was living at home, I needed like my new Instagram strategy was to post like instead of doing like a random graphic, like I started like taking pictures of myself, because people, they like just like the algorithms, like if you show your face in there, just kind of like showing that you're human, it just gets pushed out to more people. So my Instagram strategy, I've been like taking pictures of myself and just like having that along with a caption where I'm like sharing like my thoughts on whatever topic. So yeah, like I needed a picture for this post, and the only person at my house was my sister, and she took like 3 pictures and they were all crap, right? And I was like, holy cow, like this post got to go up today, and I don't have a good picture to go with it. And then like she was like, how's the photo? And I was like, and then like the idea came to my mind to say just take like a whole bunch of pictures of me. So I kind of sat in my same pose, and she just took like 100 photos, and I kind of like just changed around as she was going. And when she was done, like I eventually was able to find, it wasn't like perfect, but like the perfect picture for my Instagram post that day. And when I posted it, everyone, like I didn't tell them the backstory behind that photo, but like everyone kind of like loved the picture. Like, holy cow, like that's a great picture. Who's your photographer? And I was like, holy cow, like people don't even know like the whole backstory that went on behind getting that dang picture. But like in their eyes, when they saw that end result, they saw it as like perfect. Even in my eyes, I thought it wasn't perfect. But I was able to like achieve that perfection by increasing my options. So like after that happened, that kind of that kind of like stirred my brain on this topic of reaching perfection. And as I was contemplating on this subject, another scenario kind of popped up in my head. So like at my church, I'm like the organist, right? And I like handle the music. Like when the congregation is singing, I'll play the songs, and occasionally like I'll make a mistake, right? And like when I'm up there, I try my best not to make like any mistakes at all. Like I try to play it perfectly, and whenever I make a mistake, like I'm always like, oh, like the song was horrible, and like people didn't like it, and just things of that nature right there. And the funny thing is, like, people come up to me afterwards and they're like, holy cow, that sounded perfect. Like, I wish I could play as good as you. And I was like, that was horrible. What are you talking about? Didn't you hear that mistake here? And they were like, no. And the funny thing is, like, when I made these mistakes up there, like, I would hit the wrong note, and then I'd recognize it. And what I would do is I would kind of improvise, kind of like, it's almost like, what's a good way to say it? Like, I make the mistake. It's almost like you got like a little whiteboard. You're writing on there, you make a mistake, and you kind of like, not whiteboard, like those people that get tattoos, and they get like a bad tattoo on their, I don't know, their neck, arm, or whatever, like somewhere where it's super visible, and they need to like fix it up without really removing it. What they'll do is they'll just kind of like add on top of it or completely cover it up with another tattoo. And I kind of did the same thing with my music, to the point where like it looked perfect like by the time you get to the end result. So so with that specific story right there, like I was able to reach perfection by improvising, and really when it comes to like reaching perfection, there's 2 different ways to do it. So the first way is to increase options, because like when you increase your options, you're able to like figure out I guess like not really see which photos have like flaws and which photos have like good things about them, but like it helps you it increases the chances of you finding that perfect photo, that perfect whatever you're going for. For example, let's say you're getting a house, right? If you're looking for the perfect house, just look at more houses, but don't look at too many to where it overwhelms you. You want to look at enough to where you're able to distinguish, like, all right, like that's the one right there. And eventually over as time. Oh, I like that house example because it kind of takes advantage of both. Like you're taking advantage of both, like increasing options and also improvising. So on the improvising part, so let's say you get that house, right? You picked it and you picked it and it kind of seems it's almost perfect, right? there's a little flaws in there, so you start renovating it. So you may take out the hardwood floor for like the carpet or whatever. You may paint this room this color. You may go like get a fence, change the roof, change the siding or the paint at the house, And by the time you're done, put a yellow, like a bright yellow door for the front door, to kind of get that quirky modern feel. And by the time you're done with this whole process, like you look at the end result and you're like, holy cow, like this house is like, this is home. Like I think we chose the perfect house, And you're able to reach that perfection by, first of all, increasing your options. And then the second part was just improvising. And by improvising, it means that like just taking what you have and just like fixing it up to the point to where like it looks like you achieved perfection. So one thing I like doing as far as like improvising is I love taking things that was like, I don't want to say a failure, but things that didn't look exactly as good and turning it into a story. And by the time I'm done fixing it up and I kind of got my story, like it kind of looks like I don't know, it's like really satisfying. I'll give you guys an example. So for example, like Trend Watchers, right? Version 1 of my software, like that thing was hideous, but it got the job done. And I was kind of like, I guess like insecure about the whole designs. Like as I was improving it, I was kind of writing about it, kind of like writing about my experiences, what I learned. Like I learned about social proof, urgency. You got to do this to improve the user flow, And as I was improving all those things and documenting it and turning it into a story, not only did I have like a good product in the end, but I also had a story that kind of complemented it. That also helped me attract a lot of new users to the platform. And now I just use my story as like a marketing tool. So that's why I like I really love like improvising. Like you can really like just just storytelling with it and being able to use that as like a marketing tool to really interest others. Like people, they really love stories. So really being able to tell a story behind your thing or whatever you're doing, kind of showing how you went from ugly to good to perfection, like people are gonna love that. And if it's like a product or a service, that story alone may just inspire them to go and buy and go a few. Yeah, so those are the two ways to reach perfection. First one, increase options, and the second one is to just improvise. Storytelling works as well, and just by doing those things, you'd be surprised, like really like how you're able to reach perfection and I guess like as far as like perfection as a whole, there's no really end destination. Like it really comes down to like who you become in the end. So kind of like how your character evolves. And that's the beauty about perfection. It's not like it's basically like there's a saying, like you're really enjoying the chase. I don't know if I said that right. I forgot where that's from, but you guys pretty much get what I'm saying right there. But yeah, if you're like if you're unsure about something, if you think you could do better about something, like as far as like perfection, increase options or improvise by telling a story or things of that nature right there. But yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys got a lot of value out of it. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.